Hi, I'm Dr. Ben with Silverbush Physical Therapy, and I'm about to show you several stretches, each of which can help relieve your lower back pain in just moments. Try all of them out and see what works best for you. This first stretch is called self-traction. You're going to help increase the spacing between your vertebrae, which gets compressed just from everyday sitting and standing. So one version of this exercise, you're just going to reach straight up with your arms like so until you feel a gentle pull or a mild pain that's reducing as you hold. You can hold this about 10 to 30 seconds. Similarly, you could try this with your arms at a little bit of an angle. Another version of self-traction is simply to take your hands, place them on the back of a chair or desk, and tilt your trunk slightly forward, keeping your spine tall. Just press on your hands so you feel that gentle pull. Same deal, you would hold this 10 to 30 seconds. This next stretch targets an important weight shifting muscle called the Quadratus lumborum, or QL. It's located on either side of your back. So to stretch your left side, you're going to take your right leg, cross that in front, place your right hand on your right hip, flatten the small of your back, take your left hand, pull diagonally through your hand to feel a light stretch, and then when you no longer feel that stretch, reach up further and eventually come on over towards your side. You would hold this stretch 10 to 30 seconds and then repeat on the other side. So once more, cross one leg in front, hand on your hip, flatten the small of the back, stay nice and tall, pull through your hand to feel a stretch, and eventually reach up and over. Here's another version of the QL stretch that some people find easier to do or just feel more of a stretch with. For this demo, we're gonna stretch this side of the back. So we're gonna place the hands on the right side of the door frame, cross the right leg in front, keeping the head between the arms, make the spine nice and tall, flatten the small of your back, pull with your hands as you slide your hip outwards for a nice pull right over here. If you want to get your lats involved as well, you can tilt your head a bit to your right side. Next up is one of my favorite exercises, a release technique for your lower back muscle fibers using a lacrosse ball. If you don't have one of these, you can certainly try out a tennis ball. It's just that this ball is a little bit firmer, so it'll work out that muscle tension a little more effectively. The traditional version of this exercise is to just lie on top of the lacrosse ball, working out tension in your lower back muscles, but that's not good enough. So a little spin I put on this. We're gonna work this muscle out from 3 different angles. As you can see in the graphic here, you've got the downward diagonal where the pelvis meets the spine, straight on towards the spine, and where the muscles are as the rib cage meets the spine. So I'm gonna start out by placing this on the lower back muscles, which are again above the pelvis and below the ribs. There we go. Cross the leg up like so, and you support your head. Stay here until all the tension releases. When it does, you can start with any of these angles. I'm gonna pick the downward diagonal, so I'm just gonna roll a little bit this way. From this position, if you don't quite have it, you can move your leg up or roll a bit forward. Usually this takes about a minute to a minute and a half to master. So just stay focused, you'll get it. After all this tension dissolves, no more than moderate pressure at most, work on another one of those 3 angles. I just got straight on, but I could have taken my hand to reposition the ball if I was less familiar. Similarly, to get the upward diagonal, I can move a little diagonally like so and release the tension. Up to 30 seconds each tight spot, once a day. Our next and final lacrosse ball exercise is a release technique for the buttocks muscles. Because once you've released your lower back and you don't release the butt too, the lower back's gonna get tight again faster than it would have otherwise. So for this exercise, you wanna think about the butt like a circle. As you can see in the graphic here, you're gonna apply overpressure with the lacrosse ball towards all the different facets of the circle. Doesn't matter which angle you start with. I will say, however, the tightest parts of the butt tend to be the upper inner buttocks, which doesn't stretch all that well, especially from the outside going in, as well as the lower outer buttocks moving towards the upper inner buttocks. So I'm going to show you one sequence, but again, do this however you like. Just like the prior lacrosse ball exercise, no more than moderate intensity allowed, so no more than moderate pain. And you're going to do each side up to 2 minutes once a day. So I'm going to start with the ball on my upper inner buttocks, leg crossed up like so. That's how it's going to be most of the time. And I'm going to support my head. From this position, I'm just going to sit on top of the muscles, try not to tense any other part of my body, relax into it, all that tension releases, and then I'm going to tilt a little outward to work the muscle fibers from the outside going in. When that tension releases, I can tilt outward again. If I hit bone, no problem. Just scoot off the bone because that bone definitely won't release and you're not getting a bone bruise. Now, to get the outer part of the buttocks, I like to take the leg off because that takes pressure off my knee. This is going to work out an important weight shifting muscle called the glute medius. From this position, you could bring the leg down to get the upper buttocks. You could bring the knee to your chest, or you could just place the leg back here to get the lower outer buttocks moving towards the upper inner. Position yourself like so. Kind of have to dig a little bit to get around the pelvic bone there and apply that overpressure. This next one is called the book stretch. And basically you're gonna lie on your back in this hook lying position like so, and you're gonna bring your knees together. You flatten the small of the back as best you can, and you're gonna reach your legs to one side as you reach your arms to the other side. This is gonna stretch your hip and trunk rotators at the same time. You're gonna hold this from anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds. You don't feel a stretch at all, I mean, maybe you just try the other side. Put that aside and switch to the other side. I'm definitely tighter to this side, so this side I would do for a bit longer, and this exercise will be up to 2 minutes on each side, once a day. This next exercise will improve your back extension. It's called the Cobra. For a more detailed version of this exercise, check out our link over here. The easy version of this exercise has you starting in a half Cobra pose like so, and if this is hard to hold, kind of pulling your abdomen and pectorals forward, then you're going to start with some simple press-ups like so. Build up those press-ups until the point where you can hold. And once you can hold this for a good while and you're getting better height, work it out to your hands, trying not to hike your shoulders as you do so. This exercise can also be modified, done to your right or left. Let's say my left side of my back was tighter. I could actually do this to my left, especially if that gives me more relief. This exercise would be performed for 5 to 10 press-ups or 30 to 60 seconds, multiple times a day as needed. Child's pose stretches your mid to lower back. We can either do it like so, with the hands in front of you and kind of sitting back to the first point of a stretch and holding that. Similarly, if one side of your back is tighter, walk your hands to the opposite side and try to sit back again. Let's say I felt a stretch here, I would hold here. If I didn't feel a stretch, I could go all the way back down. This stretch you would do for up to 2 minutes, once a day. This next stretch is for a short rotator of the hip that we use all the time called the Piriformis. You're gonna take one leg, place it like so, place your hands around the outside of the knee, and staying nice and tall, you're gonna pull your knee towards your other side and slightly towards your other shoulder. You feel a gentle pull or mild pain in your central buttocks that reduces as you continue to hold. This stretch you would hold up to 2 minutes each side, once a day. Similarly, we can do a figure 4 stretch, which is going to target your outer buttocks, a muscle called the glute medius. So you're going to sit nice and tall here, and you're going to gently lean forward. So you feel that outer butt stretching or having a mild pain that's reducing as you're continuing to hold. Same deal, up to 2 minutes each side, once a day. Another version of the Piriformis and figure 4 stretches can be performed lying on your back. So just pick whichever one works best for you. So just make sure your head is supported. You're gonna cross one leg like so. The Piriformis stretch, you take the hands around your outer knee and you just pull towards your other side to feel the central buttocks stretching. And for the glute medius stretch, we bring the leg like so. You can actually put your hands behind your other knee and just pull that towards your chest until you feel a pull on the outer part of the buttocks over here. These exercises have helped a lot of people reduce their lower back pain, and I hope that you're now one of them. If you like our videos, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share them with anyone you think they may help. Thanks for watching.